You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What is up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to another episode of the Hello Sport Podcast. Home unqualified opinion and unwavering bias.
That we do know.
Yeah.
It's about all we know.
Drop your phone.
I did. I've made a habit of dropping my phone
You've become very fucking...
off this couch.
Almost like when people get older, like, and they start having falls, like, yours is sort of like dropping your phone.
I'm having drops.
Yeah, you're having drops. I shit myself, you drop your phone. That's the way things roll around here.
Yeah. Well,
Fight the 7 signs of aging. One of them's dropping your phone. Another one is shitting yourself. I don't know what the other 5 are.
You've always shit yourself, though.
It's also not a bad point. Haven't we all always shut ourselves to some degree? You used to shit yourself all the time, technically.
Yeah, but you never stopped.
I did stop. I go for
That's probably how I
go for extended periods of time, like significantly long periods of time, to the point like where one would be forgiven for thinking the volcano is no longer active.
You'd shit yourself once a year at least.
No, God, no. Listen, I'm not going to sit here on a Monday feeling hurt and sorry for myself and go down this path of, saying I shit myself once a year. I don't. It'd be in the years between fucking blowouts.
When was it? Okay, so you shit yourself the other day. When was it before then?
Genuinely wouldn't know. Like I couldn't.
So it could have been last year.
No, because you remember them because they're traumatic
But
moments.
if you don't know, then it could definitely be.
No, because I know when I do it. Like I know when it's happened. So like it would have been if I really had to think about it.
Yeah. Which is what? Yeah.
This is what you're asking me, technically, wasn't it? Like it'd be early 20s. Like there's no like.
Don't believe you.
That's fine. That's fine. And that's your right. And part of like what we will always do here is we will uphold the rights of you and I. Not David Tobler, but...
Well, they don't have rights. They're rightless. I've always believed in divinity and like divine power.
Okay.
Which you and I have.
Yep.
And they don't.
No. So we get like...
I respect divine power.
Yes, and almost disrespect those that do not possess it.
We can't by definition all have divine power.
No, because it's reserved for the divine.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what it's like to be
Tobler.
divine, Tobler? No, you wouldn't.
No, clearly.
No.
Dave also not here, finally got COVID. He's been beating his little fucking dick about it, saying how he doesn't get it. He's impervious to it. Struck him down.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, he's done pretty well.
He has done well. Like, I don't know if he's,
Is that, what, 3 years?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Well, I think it was the 10th booster shot.
Funny how things change over time, isn't it? Like, now Dave's got COVID, whatever.
I don't even know people test. Like, if I was feeling sick, I'd just be like, well, I'm sick now. Like, I'm not like, oh, fuck, have I got COVID?
Yeah, but I think it was like his curiosity to be like, you know what, I haven't had it, maybe I have,
Some people, my sister still tests for it. Like, she was sick the other day. She was like, I've done fucking 7 rats. She's like, I swear I have it. I'm like, but like...
7 rats?
She did 7 rats. They all said negative. I go, after fucking 3.
There's something else going around, I think.
But I'm like, after you've done 3 rats.
Yeah. But what I mean is like when you first heard of people getting it that you knew, you were like, ooh, like you're dirty.
It was etch.
You're a dirty etch cunt.
I remember having it. And it was being like, you can't come near me. Our whole house had it. And it was like newborn babies and shit. It was fucking so rogue. But like, again.
Give a shit.
But anyway, Dave, congratulations.
Well done, mate.
Happy for him.
Punters and dribblers, Tom and I join you slightly later on a Monday because we went up to Brisbane yesterday.
Yep. In and out.
Up to the great state of Queensland. A great state it is. And a great city Brisbane is. It's second.
I mean, it's
in Australian terms.
Brisbane? It's definitely
Queensland.
Queensland, yeah, as a state. I was going to say Brisbane's... I wouldn't be able to sit here hand on heart and guarantee Brisbane second spot on greatest cities in the country. I just don't know.
I'm not going to do it.
No.
I'll give you second best state.
I'll give you second best state.
I'm happy to give you that.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hand it over. Although Tasmania also a great fucking state.
It is, but it's a bit of a schlep.
Oh, it's a schlep.
It's
a great place to go.
It's great. I don't think it takes second spot. Fuck, Darwin's pretty picturesque. Or like the NT.
Darwin?
NT, you know what I mean? Like there's some beautiful fucking... Or is that like... Where's the Kimberleys at?
NT. Have you ever been to the NT?
No.
So you don't know what you're talking about.
I've seen it.
You haven't, though.
Seen pics. Got a friend who lives up there. Shout out to Charlie Bly. It looks fucking amazing, dude. Arnhem Land. God, I want to go there.
I just don't know if you can sit there rattling off fucking joints you've never been to.
I reckon you can.
Nah.
No, I reckon you can.
Nah.
Can you say that the entirety of Tasmania is worthy of statehood if you haven't been to all parts of Tasmania?
I'm saying if you're ranking states, you've got to at least have gone there to be able to rank them properly.
Well, I've been to the Northern Territory. I haven't been to the place that I fucking think is amazing about the Northern Territory.
You've been to Darwin.
I have been to Darwin, and I have been to... I went on an outback trip when I was fucking younger, and they all intersected.
You went on an outback trip? With who?
My mother and my brother and like a bunch of other fucking families.
What'd you do out there?
We drove, basically.
Yeah.
Fucking you four-wheel drive around the outback and go and see shit. It was actually fucking awesome, even though my memory is so fucked I can't remember most of it.
Anyway, so we got up to fucking Brisbane yesterday and went out to the PGA Championship. Day 4. Ming Woo Lee.
Min.
I
thought you said Ming, and I think the tapes would reflect that.
Yeah, I heard Ming.
Thank you, Tobler.
Min or Ming?
Min.
Min Woo
Min
Lee.
Woo Lee. I've got to say this about Min. Ming.
Min.
Man's a PR machine.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, also shout out to Southern Comfort for having us up to the golf. But
Southern Comfort,
that was
good friends,
great personal friends, great supporters of, golf generally.
The big golf guys and girls.
Huge golf guys and girls.
And we respect their work and we respect their partnership and we respect their generosity and their hospitality.
Southern Comfort iced teas, getting the job done.
Listen, punters and jewelers, picture yourself in a corporate suite.
Party shack hole.
The sun setting, a nice day, not too hot, not too cold, bit of a breeze. And you're with your mate and you're given Southern Comfort iced teas a real working over.
Yeah.
You're giving them a what's what.
Yeah, absolutely. You're shirt fronting a couple of fucking Southern Comfort.
Fucking oath you are.
Come here, cunt.
Stick 'em up, cunt.
Yeah.
That's what we were given to the island, the SoCo iced tea yesterday. Long Island, was it?
SoCo iced tea? I don't know.
Who knows?
I forgot the name now.
A beautiful drink to watch a beautiful sport that is golf.
It was nice. Par 3. We got to see Min come. It was the 17th hole, I think. And, got to see...
It was the 17th, mate, yeah.
Scotty there. That's Adam Scott, friend. Min Woo coming in and getting into his work.
Big
Leash. Jonathan Thurston was down there.
Sculled a beer.
Farted around. They're all throwing golf balls into the crowd and shit. It was a great vibe. My first golf event that I've ever been to. Dribblers fucking everywhere.
Dribbly crowd.
Very dribbly crowd. Golf, especially that party hole energy, it's dribbly energy in the best way.
There was some fucking dribblers there.
We were looking around, not like just Hello Sport dribblers.
Yeah.
More just like in the purest sense. We were turning around looking, going, we are with our people here. This is a bunch of dudes rocked up wearing chef hats. Like all of them were in chef's hats. We didn't realise that was a Min Woo Lee thing where it was like, let him cook. We were like, it was almost the equivalent of when like you see people wear those KFC buckets and they head at the cricket. Like a fucking adult, you're like, dribbler.
Huge dribbler. A lot of people in matching attire. People come dressed. Everyone was wearing golf shirts.
Yeah,
and golf pants. And we saw
a couple of golf shoes.
Quite a few golf shoes.
Which is like that was like the holy grail. Huge. That's huge. That was the holy grail though. Like I mean, everyone was in a collared shirt and some like knee length fucking. Missionary position, sort of sexually speaking, golf shorts. There's nothing like more missionary, I don't think, than golf shorts.
90% plus, maybe 95% of people had golf polos on.
Yes, which is, I understand that. The golf shorts is super unnecessary in my opinion. They also look fucking dorky, but golf shoes
can
look dorky,
especially if they're midway down your shin. They're too long, bro.
Yeah,
throw over your knee. They're too long.
Too long. Golf shoes was unnecessary. It was like cosplay, sort of. Even though, like, because like you're not actually playing golf. You just, you know what I mean? Like,
But you want to.
yeah, but like if I went to the fucking watch Manly, I wouldn't be wearing footy boots.
That's what it's like. It's like wearing footy boots on the hill.
Yeah,
And there was fucking cunts doing it.
yeah.
It was wild stuff.
To be honest, you could almost justify wearing footy boots on the Manly hill. It can get a bit bloody. You know, you need to sometimes grip in.
But it wouldn't just be footy boots. It'd be the full kit.
Jersey,
Socks,
yeah.
jersey, shorts, footy boots. Tape the fuckers up as well if you need to. Mouth guard. Go the full 100 miles, real McCoy.
The whole hog.
The whole hog. So that's a golf dribbler.
Shout out to the dribbler who invited us to his table. It was packed and we had nowhere to sit, and it was very nice that this gentleman invited us to go down there and sink a couple with him and his mates.
Front row.
It was nice.
They're probably like, who the fuck are these cunts?
Well, his friends certainly were like that. They did not know who the fuck we were, nor should they have. But I got the vibe they were like, our friend's gone to get drinks and he's come back with two fucking randoms.
Yeah, but we didn't steal their seats. We
no,
just
of course
stood at
not.
the back.
We ended up fucking leaving them.
Yeah.
We're
We're stand-up guys.
Yeah.
I think that's worth remembering.
Yeah.
A lot of people passed out under trees and shit as well, which was
Dude,
a
people
nice
sitting
touch.
in trees. Queenslanders are weird. We were trying to
There was a guy sitting in a tree pumping a dart.
Yeah.
Like, they're still climbing trees up there, you know what I mean?
Tree climbing.
Like, they haven't fucking evolved up
Nah.
there. No
Queenslanders, well, this is no offense. Queenslanders just like to...
Did we or did we not see a bloke in a tree punching a dart?
We might have seen multiple people in trees.
So we're not making it up. Just telling you you're a bit slow up.
There's what age do you reckon it's not play on to start climbing trees anymore? Like, what age do you go like you're too old to climb trees?
How old? What's too old to sit in a dart?
He was too old. That guy was,
I reckon,
24. But like, that's too old. But just from conventional, when would you start feeling uncomfortable being up in a tree?
Oh, you're probably looking at year 8, year 9, I reckon.
Year 8 or year 9, yeah. Like, it's going to become...
Like, if you're in a tree in year 12, it's too old.
It's way too old. And like, but you will become unattractive to the opposite sex or the whoever you want to fuck if you're up in a tree at 18 years old.
I think as well, I want to preface something.
It's important we get this right.
It's critical. If you have a bit of the Tarzans about you and you can scale trees,
yeah,
because you get a kick out of it, that's different from sitting on a low limb.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. But it's a low limb, but high enough that your feet don't touch the ground.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You've had to pull yourself up onto it.
Oh, fuck yeah. You've had to climb up to the first limb. But it's not impressive.
No, it's not impressive.
It's sad.
But there's an element, Eddie, and I want to get this right, that if you're good at climbing trees, and to a point of it being, in quotation marks here, impressive.
Yep.
When does it cease to be impressive and become something that is weird?
I think if you climb on your own terms and on your own time, and keep it to your, you know.
But if I'm down Centennial Park
climbing trees,
I see you in a tree, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Listen, I don't think I give off tree climbing vibes.
No, you don't. But I don't think most adults do, and that's what I'm trying to work out. I think 15 is probably right.
So basically,
right.
if you haven't graduated from trees to boulders,
to like rock.
So
climbing.
What is it about the organism being living that makes it sad?
Uncomfortable. Yeah, I think it's maybe just because it's like just so intrinsically linked with childhood.
Like
children.
you're allowed to climb fucking rocks.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. You're not allowed to climb a tree.
Kids aren't really allowed to climb rocks. Like they are, but they're not. Like it's not something you can just go and do.
Mm.
And maybe it's not even fair that we judge the tree climbers in our community, right? Like maybe that's not fair, and maybe it's a part of like, you know, society squeezing the fucking your youthful nature out of you by making me think you're a freak for climbing trees at 23.
Yeah, the tree climbing community like to embrace their inner child. They think that that's been squashed by society generally, and we'd be far better off as a people if we embrace it more often.
Yeah. We should all be sitting in trees smoking darts.
That's exactly right. When's the last tree you reckon you climbed?
Mate, I could not fucking tell you the last tree I climbed. Like it.
Would you ever go high? How high would you like?
Mate,
would you redline it?
At primary school, there used, and it's insane. You would never be allowed to do this anymore. There were certain trees in the fucking schoolyard that had white dots painted on them, and they were ones that were deemed like you're allowed to climb them. They were so fucking high, dude. Like if you fell from the top, dead, no
That
doubt,
high.
fucking dead. And I couldn't get fucking up to where and there were like different parts of the tree that were like famous or like well known. It was like, oh, this is the crow's nest part of the tree. Oh, have you been up to the fucking? I was like, I couldn't get past the fucking first little hurdle. And I used to love climbing trees.
Who would go? Would Street go high?
Streety, he definitely would have 100%, but he wasn't. Shockingly, actually, he wasn't sort of like an avid climber of trees from memory. There's a guy called Tane who was a fucking animal, dude. Could get so high up there and like
To the top?
I think so. Like, and they would jump across, like just like one bit you had to like jump to get to the next bit, which is just like I'm not doing.
And he did that.
Yeah, mate. Like that was, and you'd see him like standing at the top of this fucking thing. You're like, miss me with that. I don't need heights.
Miss me with it, bruh. Anyway, that's our way of saying that in Queensland, bit slow.
Well, yeah.
You know,
adult tree climbers.
Yeah, they were there, you say. They were adult tree climbers. Royal Queensland, I think. Listen. It wasn't
Augusta.
It wasn't Augusta.
But it was nice. I had a nice time.
It wasn't Augusta. You know, replace the beautiful trees and all the flowers and, you know, the nice water with like an overpass.
And a flight path district.
Yeah. That's probably the only difference, really.
I'd say that's about it. Otherwise, loved it.
Loved it.
It was a good vibe, though. I will say, now having never been to a golf event before, it was a fucking great vibe, both in that shack region, but just getting around the greens, Eddie, you know, up and down the fairways.
Oh, you like that?
I thought it was a nice vibe. We didn't really have to fucking walk that far, did we?
No.
That's something I could not be fucked to do, is like on a hot day, walk around and watch golfers. Give me a party shack any day of the week.
Yeah, I'm a party shack guy. I wouldn't want to run around following someone. No. Especially if you're following the good guys. You wouldn't be able to see jack shit.
Min.
Imagine following Tiger in his prime. You wouldn't see anything.
No. Unless you were sprinting. And like, that's just not how I want to live my life.
No. Absolutely not. So congratulations to Min.
Well done to Min. Min got the job done.
Well done to us.
Eddie and I.
For getting up there. It was a tough carry Sunday morning, getting up after a big rip.
Well, we had a big rip the night before for Lulu's birthday. Happy birthday, Lulu. We love you. Thanks for having us. But it was a tough carry for us getting up, flying to Brisbane. But then obviously it became a very easy carry because we just got to sit there and...
There's nothing at Tommy's Margarita won't fix. There just isn't.
Or 5 of them.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah, there's nothing 5 or 6 Tommy's Margaritas won't fix. Quote me on that.
And fixed we were.
No, we were fixed. We were fixed.
I was fixed after the first sip.
I think you say first 6. I wasn't. I was fixed after the first couple of Tommies. Then the food came around, starting to get back. Then we get there. Those fucking SoCo iced teas were actually like...
life-giving.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Nourishing.
Had some quail yesterday as well, punters and dribblers.
Shout out to it, by the way. The hotel quail.
I'm not a big quail guy. Not by
design,
just by I think access. I got to be honest with you. I don't see a whole lot of quail doing the round.
No, I don't know where I'm looking for quail. Like, is it just in Woolies or Coles or IGA or Harris Farm?
Like, you don't hear of QFC, do you? Oh, doesn't even work. It'd be KFQ. Kentucky Fried Quail.
No, you don't.
You don't hear of it. You don't go, let's go to the quail shop or the quail store.
Now, I don't know that, like, there's...
Or Plumer Road Quail.
Yeah. No, you don't. You don't. But it is good. It is
roast
good.
quail.
Well, that's what we had.
I think we had fried quail.
Is it fried?
Yeah, it was fried as fuck.
Whatever. It was good. Shout out to quail. Quail knows what it wants and it gets what it wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knows what it is, gets what it wants. It was tasty as fuck. So after the golf, Eddie, we were walking out of there. We were like, we may go catch up with some people later. But what we did do was, to be honest, all I could be fucked to do. It was go back to the hotel room, sit in the hotel room, order up cocktails, and fucking dribble for 8 hours.
Don't know.
It might have been longer. Honestly, we just sat there and talked shit.
And then had a pizza and went to bed.
Yeah.
Meat lovers. Shout out to you.
Shout out to the meat lovers. And shout out to the hotel people who were like, I just feel like, again, I don't know if this is true or not, but I almost get self-conscious in I feel bad asking for when we were ordering drinks, you feel bad and it's even though that's their whole fucking job.
Why do you feel bad?
I don't know. I'm sorry to be an inconvenience and ask for fucking Cosmopolitans at 11:30 at night and mojitos. But it is technically your job, so I don't think I should be feeling too bad.
Listen, if you're going to offer it,
expect me to fucking take advantage of it.
I will take advantage of that.
Yep.
In fact, it's a prerequisite for us now, Tom and I, that there is room service that doesn't stop.
Well, we didn't need one.
Because we've been to places before where they go, it's 10 o'clock, mate, nothing anymore.
Worst.
And I'm like,
that's
no.
That's the worst.
That's not how this works, bruh.
That's
It's not how it should work.
It's not how it should work. But that was a nice evening. Obviously, again, feeling it today. Feeling it.
I got to be honest with you, I woke up fresh as a daisy.
That annoys me so much because it's just
And I don't know why that's a saying, because I don't look at daisies going, that thing's fresh, but I feel fucking good today. I just do.
You feel good. I don't feel bad, but I definitely don't feel good. I've felt way worse in my life, and I'm sure I'll feel worse again. I'm always more fearful of day 2 and 3 because that's just the way that I am these days. Being a big fucking strapping, handsome, young, 34-year-old child, it's getting harder. So I'm worried about tomorrow, and then, which is a busy day, and then Wednesday.
Then I'm on holidays.
Yeah, so no worry, you got nothing to worry about. Whereas I am going to be crying on Wednesday. Punters and Dribblers, the podcast, as always, is brought to you by our really close personal friends at Ned's. They are the number one betting platform in the business, and they are fantastic partners of ours.
They are good partners of ours.
They're really good partners. In terms of what you want out of a dance partner.
Yep.
It's someone who's able to complement the moves that you have, but then also elevate you through some of their own moves.
That's exactly right. Ned's looks at how I move, sees my moves, appreciates my moves because I've got on punters and dribblers. We know I move well, and then shows me a couple of fucking moves,
but doesn't want to lead the dance.
No, lets me lead, but is happy to go. Have you considered this? Have you considered that?
Yep.
Best thing about Ned's as well, won't whinge.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to whinge
and
whine and carry on. Just says, I'm here to show you moves.
Let me.
If you want. But
Let
you're
me
in
move.
control.
You're in control.
You're in control.
And you know what? It's almost like they know that they're kind of letting you be in control in the dance. I'm probably a better dancer than you, but I'm going to allow you to do it, give you a feeling of, I'm in control here. I'm killing it.
But also, I want you to take control.
I want you to want me.
Yeah. I want you to want me.
Yeah. Grind up on me.
Yeah. Grind up on me.
Yeah. So that's
dirty,
Ned's.
hot, sweaty work.
Now, obviously, the profiles feature on Ned's is a new thing they've got where you can go and basically follow different profiles, and you just you can see what everyone's betting on. If you like what you see, you can also copy bets.
Perfect. Go Ned's.
Go to the About Even fucking group as well, bruh. Secret passcode is Dribbler. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Punters and dribblers, don't know if you've noticed or not, but horizontal season, fast fucking approaching.
Oh, yeah.
22nd of December, just around the corner. Was it the 23rd? Something like that. To get ready for horizontal season, though, you're going to need to be in your fineries, Tom. Mm-hmm. Your very best.
Yeah.
Your horizontal season fineries. Mm-hmm. Because you can't truly get horizontal punters and dribblers without your horizontal season fineries on. Am I making sense?
Are you getting it?
You wouldn't be perfectly horizontal.
There's no...
You can't be.
Truly horizontal.
I'm talking authentic horizontality. Is that a word? Definitely not.
No, it is. And do you know what the reality is, punters and dribblers? I know you can't hear me yet. You know what this thing is? You see what I'm holding? If you're listening, you won't. I've got a stabiler spirit level.
A huge big fucker.
Huge big 7 foot spirit lev. Now, do you know why I've got that? Because I need to, and Eddie, we basically need to be going around and checking if shit is truly horizontal. Now, whilst you may look at myself or Eddie currently sitting in chairs and you're like, well, he's not horizontal, I got news for you. He's fucking perfectly horizontal, and so am I. And that's only because we've got these shirts on. Were we not in the shirts, obviously we would not be achieving true horizontality. But it's the only way to achieve true horizontality.
It's the only way. The only way to be truly horizontal this horizontal season is to be in the horizontal season merch. It's as simple as that.
They're going on sale next Wednesday.
Wednesday the 6th.
Hellosport.shop.
Wednesday the 6th at 6.
They will be...
Wednesday the 6th at 6.
You're going to keep...
Wednesday the 6th at 6.
Yeah.
Wednesday the 6th at 6. Wednesday the 6th at 6. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do. I get it. It's great. Thank you. Wednesday the
6th at 6.
They basically, we're getting them on sale and out there, so they will 100% be with everyone by Christmas because Ozpost can be psychopaths.
Yeah, but that's why we're getting in early.
You got to get in early. Get your Christmas shopping done early. Get it out of the way for your misso, your mum, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, your brother,
mums
your
and
dog.
daddies.
Yeah.
You haven't been horizontal till you've fucking
rocked one of these
bad boys. Now, I think it's worth sort of getting across to the punter and the dribbler, Tom, how much better these will make your life.
What I want to point out is that these have been the shirt itself. We have been now almost 2 years in the lab with this sort of a shirt. Like, we are gentlemen who like comfortable clothes, and it
feels like I'm not wearing anything.
We road tested that many different fabrics, that many different fucking thicknesses, cuts, lengths. You know what? Like, there are certain shirts that like feel really nice on, but then like the second you get into like even a marginally hot environment,
it's all over.
It doesn't breathe, and you sweat to buggery. These things breathe. You can't stop sweating unless you like remove your sweat glands. Sweat will happen, but the breeze blows through this bitch and it basically cools you down and dries you off.
It's like having your own air conditioner on your body.
Yep. You also look fucking cool. Look at the design on the back of this motherfucker. Look how horizontal that guy is. He's horizontal as fuck. You zooming in on me there, Tobler?
Yep,
you cutting in on that shirt? How big is
you cut in?
By the way?
You cutting in, Tobler?
Absolutely.
Broad shoulders.
He's holding a rosé, obviously.
Sitting there on a lilo, ripping and tearing.
Having the fucking time of his life. So, hellosport.shop, Wednesday the 6th at 6, horizontal season merch on sale.
You're going to Byron this week, eh?
Yep.
You can get some hot photos in the shirt?
Yep.
I hope so. I want to see you looking hot. And also, I think it'll help for the punter and the dribbler to see you
what's
looking
possible.
hot in it. Exactly.
Well, I want the punter and the dribbler to see what's possible, and that's what I intend to do.
Also, and I'm not just saying this, good for chicks. Steph rocks the fucking last year's one all the time.
Oh, it's good for chicks.
And whether you want one, like whether a dribbler wants one just as like a shirt to wear, or you get it a bit bigger and you just wear that and it looks hot as fuck.
Fucking oath it does.
You know what I mean?
Fucking oath it does. Looks fucking hot as shit. Get after it. Make smart decisions. Be good. Be bold. Be beautiful. Be brave. Be horizontal.
Yep.
HelloSport.shop.
Now, Eddie, bit of cricket going on. When we talk it, it's thanks to our friends at KO. Now,
Not our good mates at KO.
it is our good mates at
Do
KO.
it about our good mates at KO.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Our best mates at KO.
That's exactly
the
right.
guys that
Edward.
gave us the Cricket World Cup.
Correct.
All of it.
Coming
every
to you
game.
from the same people that brought you the Cricket World Cup is
Also the people that bring us rugby league every
correct.
game.
Yeah, but you know what they're bringing you now?
What?
Probably the most hotly contested T20 series
All time.
all time, and that's Australia v India. Obviously, off the back of
They're actually saying that this T20 series, given the World Cup itself, a run for its money.
I've heard that as well. I've heard that as well. Now, I haven't watched the first two.
Yeah,
games.
there's been 2.
There's been 2. Haven't seen them. How have we gone? Has Travis Head played any of the games?
Travis Head hasn't.
Respect.
India won the first one by 2 wickets with 1 ball left. And then we got pumped this morning.
We did get pumped this morning.
That's India's highest ever total in a T20 against us.
235. Interesting.
And you know what, India? It doesn't matter because we beat you in the fucking World
That's
Cup.
basically what they got in the 50 over format.
It is.
235.
Might have even been less.
Stiff shit.
Smudge playing English. Didn't he get a ton the other day?
Yeah, he got 110 in the first one.
Smudge, like, the man just loves his cricket, doesn't
What
he?
time's it? Because the next one's on the 29th. What time's it on? Like, because the Indian time zone was friendly to us.
Starts at 12:30 a.m.
Perfect.
The next one on Wednesday morning.
Perfect. Well, if
Either stay up punters, get up punters, or KO mini that bitch.
yeah, the mini's obviously perfect for if you are in bed at 12:30 on a Wednesday or on the 29th, whatever it is. But that's all games, live and ad free, during play, only on KO. Shout out to Matt Wade, captaining the side. Did not know that.
Good for Matt Wade.
Good for Matt Wade. Still, I'm shocked.
There's been a lot of really, like, in terms of what that World Cup win and the subsequent parting's done for Head's public persona, it's been a masterstroke.
There's nothing like dominating for your country and then
Going on one of the great
rips. Like the country, like if you were just someone who was going on a great rip and you hadn't gone and done it for the nation, people would be tut-tutting and being like, oh, this isn't the right role model. He's not doing that. But like you hit a famous knock for the nation. You went large for the nation. Now everyone is just like absolutely go and rip, Travis.
Like Munster is like revered now because he had the great rip after the Storm one and then came in and won the Origin. And then I imagine went on one of the great rips all time again.
After that again, yeah. Well, I think he also asked if he could come in late to the Origin camp.
He did. He's like, yeah, give me some more time, please.
No, we can't do that. There is nothing worse than being hungover at something that you don't want to be at, though. Like, there might not be anything worse. From a.
Well, I imagine he wanted to be in Origin camp, though, to a degree.
It doesn't matter about what you truly want. In that moment, if someone could say to you, you know what? If you press this button, it'll be like you were never selected.
And you go to bed.
You can go to bed.
You got one of the great fucking 40 packs of nugs sitting on the gut.
Sweet musto.
And you are just ploughing nuggets in quarter pounders until the end of your days.
Yeah.
And you don't have a missus next to you. You just have yourself so you can watch what you want.
Dark room, perfect temperature,
Aircon's
nowhere
on.
to be.
Aircon's on.
Aircon, nice big doona. So
40 nugs. Did I mention that?
40 nugs, multiple sweet mustos. You've got a
You probably need to be running...
I'd say 5 to 6 sweet
You'd
mustos.
you'd need at least 4 minimum.
Because like you really will get through. You probably need 2 for 10. So if you got 40,
you can go 1 for 10.
I reckon you need at least one. You need like 1 1/3 for 10.
1.5.
You don't get through the second one.
So you'd need 6. 6 mustards.
Get 8 to be safe.
8, yeah.
I'd get 8 to be safe. You're probably going to get some chips.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, you definitely are.
But that's...
So I know what you mean.
Yeah, I think Cam Munster would press that button. I know I would.
You push it anyway.
I don't
You push it sober.
No, I don't push it anymore. I don't push it, except I did Saturday and when we were working, but no, generally not. Well, generally I do, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's all live and ad-free on KO. Next game's on the 29th. I wanted to, well, you and I were speaking about this last night. I raised it, and I'm happy. I guess I'm just putting a question out to the fucking universe. You know, we flew up and back to Brisbane, and I know that there is like an unspoken, I guess it's like an unspoken but assumed like flight manners. Flight etiquette, thank you. Where like you don't recline your seat on a plane.
On a domestic
flight.
On a short haul
domestic. I think it'd be if you were flying to WA, I reckon they'd still be like, don't put it back. But
you can recline on the way to WA.
I don't know, but let's just say domestic flights. The general inclination is that you are not allowed to recline your seats from a social etiquette standpoint. I think that is one of the most fucking absurdly stupid rules. It makes no sense to me. I'm like, firstly, if you were in front of me and you recline your seat, do you know what I do to get the exact same experience, to return to normal operation? Just put my seat back. My seat's going back the exact same man as yours. So what difference does it make? The only person at the end of the line who gets fucked is the person in the very last row. And you know what?
No, they can go back.
They're on the fucking wall, dude. They don't go back like everyone else, I can tell you. It's on a fucking wall. They're the only ones that get fucked.
Of course you can go back.
I've literally, we were sitting in one coming back from fucking...
and do they not go back?
No, dude. They're on a wall. There's no room behind them. There's no place to recline. And if they do, it's like minor. But anyway, there's 6 fucking losers down the very, very back who we're all... that I don't think anyone gives a fuck about them generally. Like, I don't think that's why people are doing it. But I just don't... It makes no sense to me. Just recline your fucking... Who doesn't want to be slightly more comfortable? You barely move.
People have an issue with it because it seems to be like some sort of like social faux pas, just generally. It's like it's seen to be rude.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to go back though. You got to remember that.
That's not my fucking problem though.
But if you go back now, I have to go back and maybe I didn't want to go back. That's how people look at it. And also, you and I, big exit row operators. That's where we like to spend our time. Don't know if you know this, we're above 6 foot. Everyone that meets us shocked at how tall we are. It's what we get more than anything. Fuck you. Can I do the safety briefing for the exit row? Mm-hmm. Hey guys, you're willing and able in the event of an emergency to fucking assist people getting out of the plane? Yeah. Yep. Okay, great. Sometimes you get people that are hectic though, and they'll give you like
headphones out. Look at me.
Yeah. Look at me.
Sweet.
Need your attention.
But even those ones are like, oh, good. I'm glad now I'm fully trained and equipped to fucking save the day if shit goes down here.
Yeah, I'll call emergency. And
that's when you've got to pull down the latch, wait, and make sure there is no fire or obstructions outside the door, and then it's like, okay. Yeah,
but what Tom and I have actually started doing, don't know if you know this, big Virgin guys actually platinum.
Massive virgins.
What we've got now is, and this isn't an ad, this is just me telling you about what's great about Virgin, not an ad, is that there's the first 3 rows of economy are called Economy X, extra leg room, without being an exit row. So you don't have the stress of knowing that you got to man the door.
With something to go
down. You know, you got peace of mind being in the first 3 rows with extra leg room. What I'm saying is, because we're exit row guys, 6 foot and above, tall glasses of water, we've already got that. We've got that extra room. So if someone's reclining on me, I don't give a shit really. Whereas those other ones are fucking tight as shit. If someone reclines, you're basically like, they're on ya.
But then you go back and it's exactly the same as before they did it.
But some people don't want to go back.
Right, but
they want to stay upright. Reading their books and shit. But
it doesn't go back far enough for it to be some tangible thing where you're like, oh no. Like, you're not fully fucking...
So why don't people do it then?
I don't know. That's my point.
If it doesn't annoy people...
That's my point.
I think it annoys people.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is that that's bullshit because the reclining, like if you got your protractor out and you were to look at the degrees that the chair reclines, it would be almost negligible. Now, you could say, well, if it's negligible, why do you want to go back, Tom? And I'd say it's a fucking reasonable point, but I've been given the option by the airline to recline if I so desire.
Did you recline
No,
today?
I didn't.
Why?
I used to do it all the time. Like, I used to be like, fuck you, I don't give a fuck.
Why didn't you recline today? I thought you would have for sure, because we talked about it last night.
I know, but I told you
when
I
we got in there,
stopped doing
I eyeballed that little button.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just picking it up for no reason. Sorry, I'm sitting down there. I am not. I like
200 centimetres, this thing.
Yeah.
So you know it's fair income. You know it's fair income. Made in Germany. Anyway.
You know it's good.
Mate, I want you to start doing it.
No, because I don't need that. That's the problem. It's more just like it's not the hill I'm going to die on, but I'm like, this is stupid. We've been given the facilities.
It's interesting because on international flights, it's fucking play on. You recline as soon as you sit down. As soon as
you sit down. Why is that more fucked up? Like, why is that fine? Because you're sitting there for longer? Why does that matter?
I don't
You'd almost argue that's worse. If the problem is like, oh, I don't want to be like...
You could argue it's worse if it's more, but you get more room on international flights. The domestic ones are fucking Sardineville.
But let's be honest.
You do. You get more.
I know you get more, but you don't really. All of these, we're dealing with such tiny fucking like numbers here in terms of the extra space you get from doing it as opposed to not doing it. Or like, oh, it's a fucking international, so you get more room. Like, fuck, mate. It's all horse shit. Let me recline. Everyone should recline. And I won't do it unless everyone's doing it. I'm not going to come and fucking try and, make some big political statement. I'm not a big politics guy.
Would you ever get up in front of people and just go make an impassioned plea for reclination on that I'd
flight?
Have
to be fucking
Is reclination a word?
I don't mind it. It sounds a bit too like a social cause for what it actually is. You know what I mean?
Well, it is a social cause. What you're looking for?
It is a social.
You're looking
cause,
for complete and utter reclination on flights domestically.
Domestic flights, yeah.
It's actually a word.
Is it?
The act of reclining or the state of being reclined.
Get fucked. Why am I so smart?
Could you get the definition of horizontal out, please?
And is horizontality a word?
Yes.
So it's parallel to the plane of the horizon. And horizontality is a word as well. The quality of being parallel to the horizon. Great. Houses with a pronounced horizontality.
Why? It's actually ridiculous. Almost annoying.
That you know words.
That I'm smart. That, I just know everything.
Yeah. It's
a blessing and a curse. Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah. Like, imagine punters and dribblers if you just knew everything. Blessing and curse.
Like a limitless sort of situation.
Correct.
Take those tablets and you're fucking just a genius.
Who was in that?
Bradley Coops.
Bradley Coops. Would he fucking on them and stuff? Huh? Was he did those pills turn him into a great shagger?
I don't remember him fucking in the movie. But again, I don't.
It stands to reason, though, that if you're using the other 90% of your brain, it's all bullshit, but that's how they marketed it, that you'd get better on the job, wouldn't you?
Well, you'd become more intuitive, potentially, as to...
the wants and needs of your partner.
The wants and needs, maybe from like an anatomical perspective, like, hey, if I do this, this will be better. If I come at it from this angle, this is going to ensure...
success.
Potentially. I don't know. I can't remember if he fucks in that film. I have not seen it for a very
Apparently
long
there's
time.
4 sex scenes.
You're on today, buddy. 4 sex scenes.
Apparently.
You'd know them, Tobler.
Well,
David, so the first one's at 27 minutes and 13 seconds.
There you go. Nah.
But there's a few.
What we're saying is, in a roundabout way, is that Tom wants reclination.
I want reclination. In an ideal world, I want horizontality. But you don't get that unless you're in business or first class. But...
well, you can't get it domestically anyway.
No, you're right. Domestically, you can't. That business class on domestic flights looks like the most absurd thing. Like, I don't know. I've been in it before when it was like a free upgrade, but I'm like, it makes no sense to me really in terms of what you get.
Unless you're getting a good deal, which they're out there sometimes.
Yes.
If you like pay fucking extra $30 for a bigger chair and a bit of meal, that's a fucking no-brainer.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're like just going out there and paying for those seats, like I don't understand it. Unless you, again, like you're violently hungover, like, and you need to sort of like nurse yourself. Sure.
Well, the last time we were on there, we were fucked.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucked. We'd been given an upgrade, thank the heavens.
Was that after a magic round or a boxing or?
Don't know, but it was a tough carry.
Yeah,
we then went down to Melbourne, I think, for something.
Either way, they have their place.
But you're not going to turn around and pay fucking $700 to fly to Melbourne in business, are you?
No. Or if you do, you're a psychopath, or you're just balling out of control.
Yeah, you got more money than God.
I get that. If you're just fucking like...
You got more money than God, go for gold.
Like, of course, I'll just go, give me the most comfortable option you have.
Yes. Is it better? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sweet. And I have money where it doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter. It's like, why wouldn't I just... If I have achieved some, like, escape velocity fucking amount of wealth...
Yes.
Where it's like... It does not matter.
Nothing's off the cards except for like maybe rockets and shit.
Yeah. But like I could fucking super yacht it up if I really wanted to. Like why? I mean, you'd probably be flying private, let's be real. But
if you did find yourself...
You found yourself Demezing up, I'd be like, yeah, I will pay $700. I'll pay $1,000 because it doesn't matter. You don't even think about it. You wouldn't even think about the cost. You'd just be like, get me the most comfortable seat, please.
Yes.
You were saying last night that you'd pay extra money if you could sleep in the aisle.
No, we were musing, Tom and I, about what the value might be of being able to sleep in the aisle.
And I said that it would be fucking awful because people would be trying to step over. You'd have to be getting out of the way for like the coffee trolley coming through.
Which I agreed with you. So what we did was we came up with the potential idea of lying at the people in the front row's feet.
Yeah. Lying at the feet of the exit row folk or the people at the very front.
Like, imagine a little bed there.
Yeah.
And there's two lie flat at feet options.
Yeah.
On the left hand side and the right hand side at the feet in front of the people in the corner.
You and I have them both, and we basically all you need is like a jumper to cover your fucking face because you don't want to have to look at anyone.
If people like stepped around me, tiptoed around me, and I could cover my face with a fucking a jumper, and I wasn't disturbed.
No.
Like I wasn't asked, do you want a water, sir? Like leave me alone for the whole thing.
Like for the second, and then almost, you know what? Don't wake me up until everyone's off the plane.
Yes, I'll come off last. Yeah.
So as to not have to look anyone in the eye.
And when I board first too. So when you get on, I'm already there.
First on, last off.
Yeah.
Don't look at me or approach me. And if I have
there's no touching.
If I have to shit, everyone has to look away as I walk down the aisle.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that's too much to ask for. And again, I'd be prepared to pay for that experience.
Mate, it's I think that's got to be worth, under the right circumstances, like if you went to let's say at a huge weekend somewhere, you went to the USC in Perth or something, and you're fucked getting on the plane, and someone says, sir, we actually have had the bed in the sky option has just opened up.
Yeah. Which,
it's not for everyone.
Listen, it's probably a bit more. It's not even trundle as much as it's a trundle mattress just on the floor.
It's like a thin. It might even just be a sheet on the ground, like a light padding.
No, you need to. It has to be soft padding enough. I can't be uncomfortable.
Like a mattress in a swag.
Yeah.
That you've got a promise from the people in the front row that they won't kick you.
No.
No one will look at you. You're on first. You're off last. I'm paying. Like, what's your limit on that? Like, I'll probably pay $100 for that on top.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And I tell you what you would do to stop the kicking. put some sort of perspex between you and the people, so they can't actually kick.
So their feet go up to
their feet can only
to a
reach
plastic.
point.
They can see you.
Yeah, they can see you, but don't talk to me or approach me. But that way, there's no way of guaranteeing you won't be kicked. And I don't. If I'm paying more money, I don't want to be disturbed.
Yeah, you need to guarantee.
I'm paying the extra money to sleep.
Kick guards.
Kick guard. I need you to guarantee me I'm not going to get kicked.
And I think it's like bringing down your armrest, but you bring down your kick guard.
Yeah, or it comes up.
You know what I mean?
You're just looking at. Don't fucking look at me. Cunt.
Would you go feet to the aisle?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Traffic, noise pollution. Like trolleys coming past, people walking up and down. But like the trolley as well, like there'd almost be an element of like, if I'm just about to nod off and then the fucking coffee chick comes past, like I'd be worried I'm about to get my head hit by a fucking...
Yeah, so you go feet first.
Feet first.
Well, yes.
Your head in, your feet out to the aisle.
Is that sounding attractive, Tobler?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Sounds
it is.
Reasonable, right?
100%.
Yeah. Like...
I think the only worry may be, like, what's the length of those 3 seats? Obviously, taller gentlemen, you guys are. Are your feet going to...
No, our feet would spew out into the aisle. What I would say would be a potentially workable solution is
another kick guard.
Well, yeah, but we'd be too long for that, and then I'd start to feel cramped. I don't want to be in a box. I want to kind of have my legs free to roam about the cabin, so to speak. But... if there was some sort of a brace or like a leg hammock that I'd be able to like put my legs onto, and only when they had to be moved, I could maybe just like pull a cord and it'd just go like.
No, I think what happens is once the trolley comes along, they press a little button and your legs
it just
go
lifts them up. Yeah, I don't have to do anything. I don't want to have to do anything. Just lift my legs up so that they can get through. When they get through, they press it again. It's just.
See, like now we're finding solutions to problems.
So exactly. It's just
now we're finding solutions to problems.
Pretty simple ones as well.
Fucking oath. I remember the Ryanair guy, and I saw in an interview, was like he wanted to do stand-up flights.
I heard about that as well. But it's like $20 fucking.
He's like, mate, we'd sell them first, like standing up on a train.
But for an hour and a half, like how long do you just fucking stand?
People are pretty tight, mate. People fucking like a deal. Imagine going from fucking London to Barcelona for $10.
They would not be doing long haul fucking stand-up.
How
flights.
What
They'd be doing domestic short haul.
No, but what I'd be doing if I'm wily, if I'm smart, you know what I'm doing? I'm getting into that stand-up cabin, and I'm getting in there first, and I'm laying the fuck down.
Yeah, right. So like, welcome to the stand-up cabin. I'll be sitting down.
Yeah, sit down with me, mate. But not sit, lay.
No, lay. But then what about the seatbelt situation there? Because they're like, everyone return to your seats, the flight's about to take off. Like, well, what, but the stand-up people just get to roll around? Like,
well, I think it would be more like you just, if it's going to be bumpy weather, you don't go.
It was a bit bumpy coming back in today.
Through the cloud cover, wasn't that bumpy?
Bumpy enough. I used to not give a fuck. Now I'm like...
Yeah, I don't give a shit at all. I actually quite like turbulence.
I used to not mind.
I find it quite... It's like...
calming.
Like lullabying or something.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Makes me tired when it starts.
I get you. I used to fall asleep before the plane takes off. I'm not a scared flyer by any means, but...
Sound like it.
I feel like now that I have a couple of kids, don't know if you know that, I'm now like, as soon as anything fucking starts to bounce, I'm like, oh, fuck. It'd really be inconvenient if this plane was to go down. Is that what the standing thing would be?
I think so. So there is like a little board that you lean your ass on, I guess.
I would fucking hate that. That looks like torture. You may as well...
Is there someone... What's that photo there? Are they sitting... Are they standing up, those blokes?
Which there?
Down to the left. No. You can see them standing there. Is that them? Colombian low-cost airline want to introduce standing seats on flights.
That's awful. That would... That's fucked. That's like a fucking high chair.
Look how hectic they are.
But like you'd be sliding off that thing. So like what's the...
And that's like halfway between sitting and standing. Like
Yeah.
You're better off to just stand up. Like
That's
you're
it.
on a
Like
bus.
you're just having to engage your quads there for the whole flight. Like that would fucking...
Yeah, that looks awful.
Pain.
You'd rather just stand up, wouldn't you?
Or sit. Anyway, shout out to Virgin. Obviously, let us know, if you want a bit more information about those exit row swags.
Listen, if you want to get us in and we can come up with something, maybe put pen to paper and start really hashing this thing out, we'd be more than happy to do that.
Did you see that fucking bicycle kick goal in the Premier League?
Yeah, Man United this morning.
That was fucked.
That was unreal.
That was actually sick.
You like that, bro?
I really liked it.
Gary Neville reckons the best he's ever seen.
I was fucking annoyed with the replays that I've seen. They all cut off like the second after he does it. I'm like, can you not just put up this, like, let me see the full, and this is on Instagram, that's where my gripe is. Just don't cut it off.
Don't cut it short.
I want to see the celebration. I want to see the crowd. I want to fucking see slow-mo replays. It was fucking incredible. Anyway, that was just, I saw that.
It'd get your dick so hard pulling something like that off, wouldn't it?
Dude, the way he reacts is like the most thug thing ever. He's like some young kid, isn't he, coming through?
Where he goes the big Ronaldo, the big Sue.
Yeah, but before he's like going like, oh, like how fucking hot was that?
Brooks.
But doesn't he do the old fucking Heavenly Father?
Lindelof. Expansive in finding Rashford. Now it's Dallo. And Garnacho! That is of the very highest order.
Oh, bro.
In terms of the great moments of Premier League gymnastics.
That's a fucking ripper.
That is...
Reminiscent of a Rooney.
Oh,
Magnificent goal by the young Argentine.
He did the There's a bit where on Instagram where just after that he's almost like going like, "Holy fuck!"
yeah,
how
I've
hot
seen
was
that. I've seen that. It's good stuff.
Just to be that fucking good at so like to pull something off like that and to be like, I don't know. There's something about like being so good and being so zen. Like you could pull something off like that and just run and be like, "Holy fuck! How hot was that?" Like, I get it. I've made you all come. That's like the best thing ever.
And also knowing there'd be something nice knowing that was filmed by 700 different cameras.
Yeah.
And you're getting replayed out the arse.
Yep.
And you just look like a mad cunt.
Absolute boss.
3 minutes into the game as well.
So he's struggling now? Poor old Ange.
Well, it's 3. It was struggling's a bit hard.
People were sucking Ange's penis near to the point of it coming off.
Yeah, but like, don't you think? I think Ange deserved getting
I'm upset
having
for
his
Ange.
penis gorged on.
I'm upset.
Like
I
a
want the
fucking
best for
ravenous
Ange.
pack of lions just fucking on a zebra.
That's why I'm saying I want the best for Ange.
Right, but they got injuries and shit, don't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Madison's still out, who was like a huge signing for them in the midseason
Huge
this
signing,
season.
mate.
But you need depth, mate.
Of course you do, but that doesn't mean you can't fucking. Also, 3 losses. Yeah, it's not great, right? It's not great for Ange, right? For our Ange.
Not good.
Sweaty Ange.
Our boy, Sweaty Ange.
Sweaty Ange, but obviously the English climate much better for a sweaty man. But he'll be all right. He'll turn the tide. He's gonna get the fucking job done.
Oh, he's going to get the job
Yeah, he's
done?
gonna get the job done.
What job's he going to get done?
Gonna fucking win the Prem, bruh.
Is he?
He's won every competition he's coached in, I'm pretty sure.
You reckon he's going to win the Prem this year?
Yep.
That your prediction? He also won the Asian Cup with Australia. Our boy, Sweaty Ange.
I think he won 5 or something with Brisbane Roar.
You don't think you won with victory, though. But anyway.
Every competition.
Yeah. So you'd be right in that.
Oh, no, I know I'm
Assessment.
right. Well, I don't actually know I'm right.
I saw a photo. Was there a photo in P's and D's or something of like an Adelaide United game? There's like 10 people there.
I saw that.
Things must be fairly grim for the A-League.
I didn't even know it was on.
Didn't you? Remember we used to do that?
Yeah, that was funny. Should do more of that.
We should. Anyway, in A-League news.
Punters, dribblers. Big Day Rosé Magnums still on sale. Is that correct? They're still on sale?
Hellosport.shop.
Hellosport.shop.
Selling well, selling like hotcakes, selling well, selling like hotcakes.
Get them before. We'll get them in time for fucking your debaucherous, silly season, horizontal season escapades.
You got to get them now for Chrissy.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well, no, you literally have to.
Make smart decisions. Hellosport.shop. The Big Day Rosé Magnum it should be the staple of every fucking Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
This Christmas.
Correct.
In my opinion.
Big old fucking thickie in there.
Like, if you're fair income, if you're going to do Christmas right this year, you need a Magnum on the table.
That's why
you need to get grandma, loose as a goose this Christmas.
Yeah. But like also, and we kind of didn't, maybe like we didn't really want to mention it because we didn't want to make it about us, but we have signed a multi-billion-dollar deal with Brookvale Oval to become the official sponsors.
We have. It's now Big Day Oval.
Yeah.
It's not about us.
It's not about us. There's obviously a big day bottle that's been erected there. It's fucking big. Like, you think the big Merino's big? Nah.
It's not that big.
The big day is humongous.
You think the big banana's big? No.
And people were calling for it. They were like, why aren't you guys sort of, it just seems to make sense. Manly, Big Day Rosé. What's going on? So it was cool to finally get that deal over the line.
It was cool. It was nice.
Yeah. A lot of back and forth.
Heaps of back and forth, but the club were great. Obviously, we were great. And what you see now is an official union between Big Day Rosé and the Manly Sea Eagles. Big Day Oval. I think that rolls off the tongue pretty well.
Beautifully.
Don't you think?
It sounds terrific. And then we're back this Friday with some more interviews, some more all talks. The great and powerful Brett Lee joining us.
Big up.
In studio. Merv Hughes coming up. Pretty sure we got T-Pain, former Australian captain Timothy Payne, on the hook, on the line. So there's going to be a few more of those rolling out. The first one this Friday with the one and only Brett Lee, close personal friend Brett Lee.
Love it. Tune in for that this Friday on SEN, Puns and Dribblers.
That's us.
Love ya. Well done to us today,
Well
Tom.
done to us. We despite,
No, well done to us. As
we
usual. No, as usual, well done to us.
Also, don't forget your Horries. Your horizontal shirts, motherfuckers.
Get after them. The 6th at 6. Bye-bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?